everyone. This is Meg's Little House in the Country, and it's 46 and I still have not, I'm finally dressed. I must say I spent a relaxing morning lounging in my pajamas with my hair a total mess. I have not done much, but I'm out of chaffles, so I need to make some more chaffles. So I got my eggs. These are locally grown and raised from a neighbor of mine who dropped them off at my house. They're mostly very small eggs. She got some pullets last spring, and while she does have a few older hens, most of them do not lay reliably, and she just raises chickens for the joy of it, because not to make any money or anything, just because she loves having chickens. It brings her peace and joy. So she texted me, said, "Do you need any eggs?" And I said, "Do you got a couple dozen? I'll be home tonight at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. I text her, say, "I'm home." A few minutes later, she shows up with 2 dozen eggs. I asked her if she needed any more cartons. She said she didn't. Somebody brought her a very huge, huge stack of cartons. And she said she had plenty of cartons, because I says, "I got 3 sitting on my fridge." She says, "I don't need them right now." 2 of them are actually her cartons that she bought over at Cal Ranch and paid good money for them, because Cal Ranch charges good money for cartons. I should have told her, go to Amazon. You can get them cheaper per carton at Amazon. But no, she did do a post on our church page a week or so ago asking if anybody had cartons. And yeah, apparently somebody had a 2-foot tall stack of egg cartons they brought her. And yeah, so she's probably got about 100 cartons right now from everybody who's given her cartons. She's fine on cartons. She just, when she doesn't eat 6 to 8 eggs a day, and that's what she's getting, is 6 to 8 eggs a day from her hens. And so she's giving away eggs to people, which is nice, since generally I am broke and penniless. Oh boy. Anyways, I am going to make my chaffles now, and let's show you how I do that. By the way, this is how absent-minded I get. Last night I took my nighttime pills. Those are the last 3 you see. Last 3 that are in this. I take those just about an hour before bedtime. The 2 little round ones are progesterone, and they will knock me out. But I need progesterone. My body doesn't really produce that much. And I mixed up my Mila Out in my little glass cup. Well, I get up this morning and my little glass cup was not there. I looked all over for it, because that's the one I also mix up all my little liquid supplements here in that. And finally, I remembered that I had was feeling stuffy before I went to bed. My nose was feeling stuffy, so I got up in here and I got down that little bottle of allergy pills. And I took one out and put the bottle back. And then I took my allergy pill. So I thought, did I stick my glass up in the cupboard? Well, I'll show you right where I found the glass. I opened the cupboard, and there was my glass sitting right there. I do this. My brain does weird things, and I put things in weird places. So if things disappear on me, it's probably because I misplaced it. Okay, so let's mix up. First thing I'm going to do is get my Dash Mini Waffle Maker. it's got to preheat before you can use it. So I always just plug it in and get it going. Let's see. And I need a bowl. We gotta get a bowl. And then I've been pretty much out of vanilla, but I really remembered I had this big bag of vanilla from Keto Chow. It's the old packaging, still perfectly good. But once you open up with these big bags, you got to use them up, because once air gets into the bag, it will start degrading the vitamins and minerals and nutrients that are in this. So yeah, once you open it, you got to use it. Then the regular recipe calls for 3 eggs, regular sized eggs, but because I got wee little pullet eggs, see, these are small eggs. Yeah, because I got wee little pullet eggs, we are going to use 4 eggs. That, you know, most people buy large eggs, so you either use tiny little pullet eggs or you use large eggs. 4 if you're using these little eggs, and 3 if you're using regular size large eggs. And then next thing I do is just crack open my eggs in here, scoop them out. Okay. And yeah, I'll clean up the eggshells in a little bit. Alright. Got my eggs cracked. There we go. Nice and neat. If you look at that. See how nice and yellow, dark yellow those egg yolks are? She feeds her hens very well. Very healthy birds there. Yeah. That's how you want your yolks on your eggs. You don't see that in commercial hens that are raised on big farms and raised with commercial feed. The yolks on those eggs can be so pale. And you can tell those hens are definitely lacking in nature's nutrition. This neighbor of mine, she's one of those who also lets her hens free range in her yard. So they're eating greens, they're eating bugs, they're just eating everything God intended for a good, healthy chicken to eat. They get scraps. Yeah. They get a nice, widely varied diet. They're not strictly fed on layer feed only. I put about a cup of shredded cheese, or for me, a good healthy, nice good healthy handful is what I call it. I will get some water because I'm going to need water. The recipe does not call for water, but I have found it gets way too thick without enough water. And then I just stir this up so it's nice and liquidy. Get everything just nice and stirred up here. See? Looking good. I've found this old fork. when I first moved in here. I really like it for whipping things. It only has 3 tines instead of 4, and it really makes it good for whipping stuff up. So it's the one I love for whipping up my eggs. And then I get my scoop of keto chow. And 1 serving, if you got single serve packets, it's just 1 serving. Or nice heaping cup scoop. The scoop comes with it, so there we go. Now this is why I usually put in a wee bit of extra water, because this it helps it hold together, adds more protein, vitamins, nutrients, and it tends to really get things nice and thick. I mean, you can add any single serving of any protein powder you have, but I like the vanilla keto chow. It just makes a nice sweet bread. I've been using keto chow for years, and I love the company. I love the products. They're great. I will put a link to Keto Chow's website in the description for if anybody wants to check them out. I'll put a link in the description. There. All right. Now by this time my little mini waffle maker is going to be all heated up. And so we will see. Do I got? Oh yeah, I like this little spoon I got from the dollar store. It is literally just the perfect size to scoop up 1 scoop. I don't put any grease or anything. My mom does. I don't. There's actually enough oils in the cheese itself to keep it from sticking, as long as you cook it long enough. And then I put it down. That's all you have to do. And then just wait a couple minutes and it will be done. Meanwhile, I'm going to get my little cooling rack out. Put my little cooling rack down. Remove the eggshells and put them elsewhere. There we go. And put away the rest of the ingredients. And we'll be back in a minute when this chaffle is done. Okay, time to check and see how our chaffle looks. That's looking pretty good. Just going to use this and pop it off and onto there. And there you go. In fact, it's a little hot right now, so I'm going to grab my little tongs and I will pick it up and show you. This is how I make my chaffles. And I use these for breads. I mostly make sandwiches out of them. So I'm going to go ahead and finish making all these. And then we will be right back. It's me again. Beautiful day outside. Thank you for sitting through me making shuffles. Oh, we got the little birds out here in the brush pile. Here. And there they all go. Anyways, got a rake because I gotta go rake up some pocket gopher mounds. They're really, I've actually, a couple times when I've decided to do sunrises from the back pasture, I've actually tripped over them. They're getting quite numerous. Oh yeah, this is not good. I will show you how bad it is getting. Let me turn you around. And look at that. And then we got them back there, over here, over here. Basically all these little piles of dirt, all dug up by the pocket gophers. So yes, I am going to rake them up. Flatten them out. Most of them, though, like this one, is in a very low area. So once I get it raked smooth, it will actually fill in quite nicely. Some of them are in high areas, so that'll be a little tougher, but I think most of this I can get raked into low areas that need a little lift. So yeah, I'm going to get started and do a little raking. Well, I had to get all the stuff from people helping me weed my yard. They know to dump all the stuff back here because I'm going to let it decompose over the winter. And, sorry about that. There, got you back on the tripod so it's short enough. You can see I can hold it. However, I'm going to have to move these burdock seeds to the brush pile so they'll get hauled away. And my hollyhocks need to go back. I didn't even notice. This is how frazzled I've been that they cleaned out my hollyhock bed too. Okay, cut it back. And I did not ask them to, but now I've got to get my hollyhocks and at least get all the seed pods that still have seeds and put seeds in them because I didn't want. I guess I can dig them out if they come up back here, but I definitely do not want burdock coming up back here. It's not what I want. I want grass back here. Ooh. Okay. That was my mailman. I was trying to see him. Fence post in my way. Yep, he stopped at my house. So I have mail to go and pick up. But anyways, I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to get my seeds back in, hollyhock seeds. Anything that still has seeds in it. They might have all... Anyways, Should have told them, ignore the hollyhocks, I'll clean them up in the spring. I like my seeds to go to seed in the hollyhock bed. Oh well, I'll be back in a minute. Gotta go check the mail too. Oh, there you all are. I found you. I was wondering if I left you out here in my field next to all that stuff. Yes, I did. But I got the hollyhock stems back in their bed. They didn't cut down all my hollyhocks, just a few that were right next to that bed of those irises, the ones with white irises with the vanilla scent. They're not a true iris. I'm not sure what they are. Somebody once told me they're some Siberian irises, but they may or may not be. I've had my doubts, but I've never actually gotten them identified. I just know they have a very sweet vanilla scent when they bloom. Anyways, I still have one of those beds I got to clean up, but I've leveled all the pocket gopher mounds out here. Yes, a stray lock has escaped the net. I've got to fix it. Anyways, and so raking has been done here. All the dirt mounds have been leveled. All the organic matter has been scattered about so it can decompose. And, you know, spreading organic matter and letting things decompose and getting that reseeded actually works. I'm going to show you something. Out here, remember all that dirt I hauled out here by my driveway under my big elm? Where they put the septic tank, the new septic tank, and then covered up and left all the clay soil on the top that originally had been 6 feet deep. Yeah, well, 4 feet deep. Yes. Now it's got a layer of leaves on it because the elm tree has shed its leaves. But I'm going to show you something. What is here? Let me turn you around. All right. Do you see this? You see this? Slender, tiny. All that grass seed I layered under all the lawn clippings. These slender, tiny. I got baby grass coming up. And now it's got a layer of leaves over it. And come spring, it's going to be much, much thicker grass. See? Baby grass. Yes, I got a baby elm there too. Everything's coming up. But see all that grass that's sprouted? So my grass is all, my new lawn, there's new grass. That's new baby grass. It's very fine, very thin. It's now getting covered up by a layer of leaves, because all the leaves have fallen out of the trees, and all the leaves have fallen out, and it's all covered up my baby grass, which is under lawn clippings. It's going to be nicely mulched this winter. Hopefully we get enough snow to give a good spring melt, because a good spring melt under here will actually help. That will help the baby grass to get a good start come spring, and next summer I should have grass growing in this area, and then we'll work on that area, and we're gonna just work one small area at a time every year. In a couple more years you'll never know that I had a trench dug all the way out to the back pasture. You'll never know that I had a big hole dug right here where my lawn rake is, and that a gigantic septic tank was installed in there. You'll never know in a couple years, because the grass will be back, my lawn will look pretty, and I do need to eventually get the driveway graded again and more roadbed rock put down, more screenings, to eventually get it up to where it just looks like a rock driveway like most everybody, and I don't have to mow. Well, if I just gotten my vinegar solution mixed up this last summer and kept this center area sprayed, yeah, I wouldn't have had anything to mow there either. But the grass is coming back. All the seed I planted here. I've got tiny little baby grass coming up here. So yeah, I reseeded a lot of this area around here. So it's land is healing. It's taken over. Next project we have to do outside, now that I've dealt with pocket gopher mounds, is I've got to get this my raised beds cleaned out and get the strawberry pots put in. We got a lot of cleaning here to do, folks, because I've got to dig out the middle of this, and I've got to put the strawberries in here, and I've got to get the soaker hoses and put them in the garage. Yeah, we got a lot to do. And all the carrots have got to get pulled. And still got some cleanup to do and prep to do so that everything gets nicely wintered. So let's get to it. Okay, look at that. I got most of the areas cleaned out. Just need to get a few of these little volunteer marigolds that came up in the middle, because this middle is where I'm going to be putting the strawberry pots like I did last year. I do need to water them first. They got pretty, well, let's just say they got pretty darn dry over the last couple of weeks. Even though we have occasionally gotten rain, it's not been enough to keep them soaked. And as you can see, they're really going dormant, and I actually don't want the roots to completely dry out and die. So I'm going to water them all really good, and then we're going to get them buried in here just like we did last year. Just going to basically like dig a hole for each pot, put each pot in, and get that done. But look at all those carrots. Some of these are pretty darn good size. Look at that. It's longer than my hand. And then of course I got the usual little teeny weeny carrots, and some of them are really teeny weeny. Yeah, a couple little tiny baby carrots. Those should be nice and sweet. Yep, another little. So I think that seed tape I used did a pretty darn good job. This is in addition to the carrots I pulled out during the late summer period when I first even got a couple more running dancing carrots. See, I got some dancing carrots. They're dancing here. Okay. But yeah, I like that rainbow carrot seed tape. I actually got it at Dollar Tree a couple years back. I just never used it until this year, and I think it did a pretty good job. I got some pretty nice carrots out of it. So now I'm gonna go check my mail, water the strawberries, get some lunch, then we're gonna come back out here and we're going to put those pots in the raised beds, and then I will be done with this portion of the yard work on Saturday. I don't know what we're going to call this video, but look at that. Winter, that wheat came up really nice. Yeah. Winter wheat. It'll be good for early spring harvest. I mean early summer harvest. They'll be able to harvest this field probably around the 1st of August. Instead of the middle or end of August, they'll be harvesting the 1st of August. Well, good afternoon. It is 12:21. I am tired. I just finished my lunch. I did collect my mail. It was just basically a collection of stuff from, you know, billers, medical bills, insurance stuff, that kind of things. And I'm tired and I need an energy drink and I don't have one. So I'm going to make a quick run into town really fast, give me some energy drinks, and then I'm going to head right back home because we got to get those strawberry pots into the ground today. It's got to be done today. And I still have to take the string trimmer and finish with some of the weed whacking that did not get done and needs to be done just so things look nice and neat before the snow falls. So, yep, I've got to make a quick run into town and then I will make a quick run home. Hopefully get a little more energy and get up and go because right now I feel like laying down and just taking a nap and sleeping the rest of the afternoon. But I got to get those strawberry pots into the, well, it's got to be done. Rosie just wants, Rosie thinks the nap idea is a good one. And look at her. She thinks the nap idea is a really good one. She's trying to convince me. It wouldn't take much right now. So I better get up, get going, and get doing. Rosie. Okay, I got my pots lined up here. I just need to get them buried in the soil of the dirt and cover them up good. I'm just going to cover them up. That'll keep them until spring. And then come spring, the new leaves will push up through the soil. And of course I'll be uncovering my pots and hauling them out of here. But yeah, also need to, I mean, you can see how low the soil has gotten. These used to be all the way up to the top. This time they can get refilled by garden dirt. And yeah, come spring, we will dig them out and start heavily watering, and they'll have rain, snow melt. Come spring, the snow will melt. And yeah, anything that did not survive, we will replant and just do it all over again. In fact, I probably come spring, it would be wise to actually just dig up the plants, shake them off, put fresh soil in here in the pots, and replant them in their pots. I will probably do that. So let's get going. No, I didn't bring out the tripod. I'll be back after we're done. Okay, I got them all. You can't really see them except edges of the pots, but I got them all buried in the raised beds. I'm gonna just let the marigolds sit here all winter long. That's what I do. And in the spring, any seed pods that have not shed their seeds during the winter, I go ahead and shed the seeds on the seed pods. And yeah, need to come and get all these leaves out of here, but yeah, everything's ready for the winter now. Now, if we do get snow next week or the week after, we're prepared. We're ready for winter now. Oh boy. But yeah, everything's buried up. Pots are buried. The strawberries should do good. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit, guys. I gotta put my car to put stuff in the garage. Gotta put my carrots in the house and take care of a few things. Hey folks, I'm tired. I'm pooped, but I did get a few things done. Got that all cleaned out for the winter. I'm just gonna leave it as is. That tarp has a hole in it from taking a tumble down this way last year and getting caught on that spigot. That's what stopped it from blowing off into the fields. But yeah, I'll turn you around, show you what I did. I'm getting ready to run into town. I got another Etsy order. And so now I'm out of small shipping envelopes. I've got to run to Walmart and I'll just buy a 10-pack. You know, I need them. I also need mediums because I'm out of mediums. Better buy some of those too. One of these days I'm going to get on Amazon and just buy multi-packs on Amazon Basics. Of Amazon Basics, they're padded mailers. I need the 6x9 for the small ones, and the other ones, what are they? 8.5 by 11 or 9 by 11? I'm not sure. But those are the two sizes padded mailers I use the most. But yes, I'm going to need to get me some. But anyways, I'll turn you around here. Okay, sun's getting low in the sky. It's going to go down in an hour, so I have to hurry up so I can run and make my errands real quick. First off, I got this cleaned out. I went along and remowed because for some reason, even though everything got mowed the end of last month, or the first weekend of this month, which should have been enough. It got mowed a couple weeks ago. Some of this grass just in the protected areas just kept growing. I came down, just mowed a few spots here and there. I only had tiny, I could barely perceive that there was any fuel in. I thought, I'll run the gas mower dry. This shouldn't take long. Yeah, I went at it for about an hour. And guess what? Yeah, I got this bed this one is always such a pain to clean up every spring. And so I mowed it down. It won't be such a pain to clean up this next spring. In fact, I might be actually okay to leave it now it's mowed down. I mowed a little bit out in the back pasture. Oh boy. Weed whacked around here. I still gotta sweep off all the grass clippings, but I wanted to get everything here nice and short so that when it does snow, I won't have any trouble shoveling my sidewalk and clearing my sidewalk. So all those tall weeds had to go. Weeds and grass, all tall, had to go. And I went around the edges here. Okay, mowed around the edges of this. It had some long stuff. Okay, now we're going to head back here, and I'm going to show you. I got this all mowed, and it's like, good grief, how long does a tiny bit of a tiny bit of gas last in a mower? Apparently a long time. I need to come and trim this down so I can hopefully try and keep it clear. I pulled my truck all the way up. The hope is this winter I will be able to, there's barely any room. It's just inches on either side, Pulled it all the way up so I can park my car here. I want to park my car here in this winter, in here. So I barely got anything yeah, well, I did it. Came around back here, mowed back here. Got all this mowed. And got all my, as you can tell, those little buds have been enjoying all the sunflower seeds. All my little tiny birds, they come over every morning. They're feeding on the sunflowers. Yeah. So I got all that mowing done after I'd finished with the raised beds and cleaned up that there. And I am tired. My hips hurt. I went and took some ibuprofen. I actually came out here too, and I mowed I mowed that area there. It was all nasty weeds, and I mowed around my still very weedy rose bushes, and yeah, got that my little rose and lilac bed there all mowed. So got that all done. I think we're about as ready as we're going to get for winter this year. So once it starts snowing, I'll be parking the car in the garage too. Try to keep it. But for right now, there we go. I gotta run into town and try to run home and do it all. Gotta run to Walmart. And then I gotta try to remember what I'm supposed to get. Nothing worse than getting there. You can't remember a dang thing because you didn't write anything down. So I'll talk to you all in a little bit. Well, good evening, everyone. Got back from my quick trip into town. I did get my packaging supplies so I can get that order taken care of. I also looked around to see if anybody had a power strip with a 15-foot cord. I mean, you know, I got online. Walmart says they have it, but apparently not in the stores. So anyways, I'm going to turn you around. We're going to go in the house, and or maybe I'll just go in the house. I watched the sun go down, though. I mean, while I was in town, I did grab a quick little short few seconds of, you know, the sunset, and then I watched the clouds as they turned brilliant pink, only to have that pink fade away as I pulled into my driveway. But still, the sky is amazing. Anyways, I'm gonna go in, feed the cats, get some dinner, and then I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. Gotta wrap up the video. Well, everyone, I've had dinner and everything. I did at the store pick up a couple. I got 2 of the 6x9 and 2 of the 8.5 by 11. So I got 2 more mailers. I really do need to eventually, like I said, just get on Amazon and order their bulk packs of both sizes of mailers. What was ordered was this one, which I can't remember. It's called Seafoam and something, you know. I just love the colors. So it has this beautiful green, and then this beautiful blue, and then I bought this yarn which turned out to be a striped yarn. So yeah, sometimes you get 3 colors in one of these, sometimes you just get 2. Each one is uniquely different, and yeah. So I will be packaging one of these off to go in the order, and they will get one of these uniquely different colored. They're just so pretty, you know. Isn't that gorgeous for a scrubby? I think that the yarn, it's a striped yarn, and instead of a variegated yarn, and so instead of getting a variegated look like I do with most of the colors, it just comes out to 2 or 3 tone color. I think it was meant more for like larger dishcloths where you can just get repeating stripes over and over and over again. And I'm going to move them out of your way. She loves raffia. She will eat it, and I do not need her eating the raffia off of those scrubbies. But yeah, most of the variegated yarns, colored yarns, come out looking like this, you know. But the striped yarn is a little different. I may have to get some more of that because I really love the colors. It's Loops and Threads. Get it at Michael's. But yeah, oh boy. Let's put these up there with the rest of them. Up there. Okay, I'm going to turn you. Yeah, I got Lily. She likes to be in the middle of things when I'm doing. Yeah, oh, look at. Show everybody your little vampire teeth. Your little vampire teeth. Her canines stick out. Her canines stick out. It's like, yes. I know, she just doesn't like being cuddled. Yeah. Yeah, her bottom canines stick out. It's so funny. But, yeah. She hates being cuddled and loves being petted. It's got to be on her terms, though. And, yes. And sometimes she purrs, but it's always going to be very soft purr. Not very loud purrs. Not very loud purrs. But she does like to help me out with the crafts. Yes, she does. She likes being up on the craft table. Okay. All right. Well, let me turn you around. Okay. So, we got to get that order printed out, get it packaged up, ready to ship out Monday morning. I can't ship it out before Monday. You know, their post office is not open on Sunday. It came in today, so. Oh boy. Long day. But got a lot of yard work done. I'm as ready as I can be now for snow. If snow covers everything up, well, it covers everything up. So, yeah. Don't know how much more ready I can get. So, yeah, my hair's a mess. You know, I was getting under trees, bushes. Getting everything wrapped up last minute. So, anyways, I hope y'all had a great Saturday. And I hope you have a wonderful and blessed Sunday. So, I will talk to you all on the next video. God bless, sleep well, and yeah, have a great day.